Hey everybody. I am just wrapping up. We are just wrapping up our first Backstage Speakeasy. And I just wanted to go live real quick to kind of bookmark this and keep it here so people can leave comments with questions or look through the chat and kind of figure out, how it works. Take a look at the description of the video and then also the pinned comment and in the live chat or the live chat replay. And you should be able to kind of hopefully piece together how this worked out. But we've been back here off and on for about a little over 5 hours, and we've had some really amazing conversation. It's felt really nice to be able to talk openly without having to watch out for prohibited speech. So it's been really good. Um, right now, I have Bonnie, Bran, Wingnet, and Rescue back here, and we've had other people come back and jump up and jump down and come in and out of conversations, and just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what we've been up to. Does anybody want to say
I was
anything
gonna say,
about it?
well, I was gonna say, yeah, and this is another thing too, Indy. You were making a point of earlier is like, everybody that uses Streamyard, we all have this option before
Mm-hmm.
you start a stream. We can be sitting backstage. Even after you end a stream, you can still be sitting backstage. All right, and this is not being broadcasted onto YouTube when you're not gone live. When you're not live, so it wouldn't be like affecting your channel from getting struck or whatever.
Minutes. Mm-hmm.
If we
Oh,
start
right.
talking about certain things, and so anybody that does have stream or uses StreamYard, we have this option. So start up your own speakeasy, man. I mean, this censorship is really killing a lot of us, man. So we need to keep the conversation open and keep the conversation going, you know. Uh, and then, because I mean, honestly, there was a lot of stuff that we were covering earlier, especially the way we were talking, how we were speaking. It would probably gotten a strike somewhere, um, you know. So I don't know. It's one of them things. So.
Yeah,
And I'll probably end up doing some more of them. I used to do them too, but I'm gonna probably start doing some more of them myself.
there you go. Yeah, because it does. You can kind of talk more on topics and stuff where you don't have to be careful with the words.
Yeah. See, that was the thing I was talking about with India. Is like we've been starting to notice that we're censoring ourselves, and that's just not good. Because then they don't have to do anything about it. They've got us doing it to ourselves. And we got to stop that. You
See,
know.
I don't know. There's that perspective part though, because I just go, okay, so then get creative. And as long as you still understand at the end of however long that takes, as long as you get it, then, it just makes me be more creative. And
Yeah.
plus, some things I try to point out, and I liked it too because somebody else pointed that out. But I don't like if I try to bring something up, I just try to drop certain topics because then really try to encourage people to go look stuff up. Go look into that. It's kind of like talking about you say something about the Ohio deal. Well, then it's kind of like,
Right.
well, wait, what? And then you can kind of get them to look stuff up. Well, then they'll see stuff, and plus it also then sparks. We were talking about getting people more involved. I've done
That
that actually
remind.
a few
Yeah.
times around here. You just kind of go, by the way, you heard about that? And it's like, no, wait, what? It's kind of like
Yeah.
the Deer Park thing, dude. And it's amazing because that's only a few hours away. And it's like, oh, yeah, you didn't know? Yep.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they look more. Well, then they come going, oh my God, I didn't know that they brought that from there. And it's like, yep. By the way, there's also this. And then you talk about one of the plants and it makes people look into stuff, which then of course, as crazy as things are, it's kind of like a domino thing. Once you start digging a little bit, it's just like, oh yeah,
Well, yeah, some of those rabbit holes don't go anywhere, but then there's some that are so darn deep, man. There's so much in it. I mean, because I dug into some rabbit holes that totally, I did not expect to see what I ended up finding. And it's like, it reminds me of that quote. It's like, truth is stranger than fiction. I'm going to tell you something, man. Some of the stuff that I ended up digging into and it sounds so fantastic, so crazy talk type scenario, but this is real. You know what I mean? And holy man, um, that's the
Hey,
thing too.
Mrs.
It's like
D. Hey,
we
Garrett.
ended up, yeah, we ended up. A lot of people like Indy and a few others, man, have been like uh, seeing a lot of stuff in the past couple of years they just didn't think they would ever see in their life. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I could tell you right
I
now
think we
the
all are,
shit that,
right? I mean,
yeah, whenever the first time, matter of fact, I went batshit crazy because Raskin got on the Senate floor and spit out some stuff that I knew was a bald faced lie. And I was like, holy crap, you could have
mhm.
never told me the whole time I was growing up that that house and the Senate and that whole little place was fixing to become just not just crooked, but flat out evil, corrupt lie. Just bam, deal with it. And then went into freak mode to where we've got hymns that think they're hers and hers that think they're hymns. And then there's some
Right.
that are confused. And
You know what, Rescue? I'm sitting there talking about it like today with somebody when it comes down to all this identity crap or whatever. I think I'm going to start identifying myself as a 68-year-old so I can start collecting my Social Security.
Right, there you
get
go.
it while you can.
You know what I mean?
Well, well,
I
hey
mean,
guys,
seriously.
I can't, Wingnut, I can't stay live here for very long. I just wanted to go for a minute just to kind of
Oh,
get a
no,
Cool,
video
ma'am.
up
cool,
to
No,
keep this
ma'am.
cool.
info.
No. Nope.
Yeah,
You're
but
in it to win it,
we've been
ma'am.
going,
You're in it to win
we've
it.
been, we've been going for a long time. So, and I know Wingnut could keep going, but so could I
Oh, thanks.
actually. But
What are you saying? What are you saying? No, I'm just saying. Anyway,
but thank you so much everybody who came backstage. And I know it's kind of intimidating at first if you haven't been backstage, but for people who are interested, who you maybe don't want to be on YouTube, but you're usually in the chat, or you're lurking. If you go backstage, we won't always go live like this, and I always make a point to make sure everybody knows that we were going live before we did.
Man, I
It's not
had no
recorded.
idea. All of a sudden we were live. Bam.
yeah, and
No, not true.
it's such a more intimate type of a conversation too, because it's
Yeah.
just us here on the panel, you know.
Hmm.
So
And and like they said, we can share information. We didn't this time, but we can screen share and watch videos together, or movies even too, and things like that. Or listen to music. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can use it at different times. But the intent is that this is something that every channel could do. The hashtag is the Backstage Speakeasy. So the idea is, if this would spread and other people would use it, then you'd be able to search for that hashtag and see where there's other speakeasies that were happening. If it did take off and people used it, and I hope some of you will, then it could be something where we'd also be able to communicate really quickly with a whole huge community of people. If something came up that we needed to communicate really quickly with a whole community or multiple communities of people. So, that's part of what I'm about, and just another means to be able to do that and be able to stay in touch with all of you. So, I hope that we'll be able to do another speakeasy, maybe not a 5.5 hour one, but another one here soon. And keep an eye out. Hopefully, people will kind of start to get the idea of how it works, and kind of brave up and come back and try it. So, thank you again to everybody back here now and who was back here earlier. And thank you to everybody who's come into the chat and who comes later to check it out.
Cool deal.
Much love, everybody.
Well, thank you, Andy.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Andy.
yeah, no
we're
kidding.
stronger together, and we're gonna keep. I know we're all in this fight as long as we can be in this fight, and we're gonna die free, and we choose dangerous freedom, and all. We're moving the right direction if we're staying connected and not complying.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi,
So
Misty.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, and I'm sure I'll see you around. I think Steve Harloa is live right now. I'm pretty sure it's on his channel. They're having a karaoke night tonight. So if you're not going somewhere else, go and check him out. All right.
Right on. Make your
Good
evening a good
night,
one.
everybody.
Night.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night, everyone.